Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Gay Solo Travel. Today, I thought that I would join an emerging trend known as the Let's Play video series because I'm very cutting edge, very avant-garde, very ahead of the curve like that. And I want to actually do something a little bit different, not only for myself, but something that isn't perhaps typical of the Let's Play series. I actually want to play an online, not game, but I want to explore an online virtual world that's called Decentraland. So for those of you who are familiar with, metaverses and Decentraland and cryptocurrencies, you know that Decentraland is a pretty big metaverse. Not the biggest, I think. I think the biggest is the Sandbox, but it's one of the big ones, and it's been around for a while. And I recently published a podcast over the span of the last month. In different installments where I talked about the connections between like video games, travel, and and their queer connection. And I thought it would be interesting to kind of take something that I've been thinking a lot more about and writing about, this idea of like virtual travel and virtual tourism, and to kind of try my hand at this idea of what it means to explore the world virtually in kind of like a video game setting. So Decentraland itself is a metaverse. So it's not really a video game. It's more of an online virtual space where you, I guess, log in as an avatar and then meet people. You can design things in this space. It's similar to Second Life. But the key difference between Second Life and Decentraland and these metaverses is that you actually contain full ownership over the things that you can create. So you actually buy land in Decentraland using the cryptocurrency Mana. You can design clothing, you can design shoes, you can even host events. Decentraland is actually known for hosting big, in particular, like music events, like live music events. And I just think it would be interesting to explore this space. And I've been wanting to do it for quite some time, but I've also been holding off because I wanted to explore it sort of live as a kind of almost like tutorial for people that are perhaps not as familiar, for people who are thinking about virtual travel, metaverses, and so on and so forth. I thought it would be interesting to kind of play this metaverse together and walk myself through it as I guess I walk you through it as well. So I've been kind of waiting to record this video until the podcast was done so that I could do this. Full warning, I initially planned this as a Twitch, but unfortunately for a Zennial such as myself, Twitch was just a bit advanced. I could not quite figure out all the configurations to make it work, but I will later on. It took some time. I'm using OBS Studios to record this, and I finally figured out how to do the split screen. So I figured I would do my first video as a recording, and then once I, walk myself and you through, accessing Decentraland and, the beginnings of it, I could do it as a Twitch. This is a bit more of a tutorial. Again, if you're interested in exploring metaverses and you're just not too sure, sometimes metaverses and cryptocurrency can be, it can be a lot and it can be confusing. And I myself am by no means any sort of expert. I've thought about metaverses and cryptocurrency, again, in the context of virtual travel and what it means to move beyond the physical world and along with that, like physical money, this idea of digital money. And so I wanted to hold off and to do this as a kind of like let's play tutorial, and then as time goes on I'll explore it maybe in a more live format on Twitch once we've kind of gone through this initial part. Okay, so as you can see here, I've opened up my browser to Google, and I've already, typed in Decentraland right there. So if you're looking to start and you're looking to explore Decentraland, go to Google, type in Decentraland, there it is. And voila, welcome to Decentraland. It's the first item that pops up. Also, just FYI, I'm ready to do this because I have my gay iced coffee. The gays and our iced coffee. So I will occasionally be taking sips from my coffee. So click Decentraland, welcome to Decentraland, and then you end up here in the main screen. So this gives you a sense of what Decentraland is going to look like. It's a wild, very colorful, not entirely realistic space, which I think is a lot of fun. Up here, you'll see my little avatar because, again, I did, as I was doing a little bit of exploration, I did create an account. But over here, if you didn't see this avatar, you would see a sign up sort of button. And there's also the download button over here. So, you can, log into Decentraland online. If you want, you can sign in or sign up right over here. You can use MetaMask, which is a cryptocurrency wallet, if that's too advanced for you as it is for me. You can also log in and create an account through Gmail, which is what I did with my Gay Solo Travel account. So again, if you click download, it'll download over here, and then you just install it on your computer. You can see here my OBS studio as well as Decentraland. So it'll create this little Decentraland icon. Let's click on it. There it is. It's loading. I'm going to move it over here. If you see me looking to the left, it's because I have a second screen over here, and obviously the camera and my lovely lighting is right in front of me, so I can always see exactly what's going on. So just rearranging things. What does it say over here? Your system does not meet these requirements. That's fine. Oh, don't show this message again, but it showed it again. So let's click continue. And then it opens up to this screen over here. Here's my pre-made avatar. Again, if this is your first time logging in, you'll see an avatar that's created for you. Oh, that's the music. I was like, what is that? I'll keep this out loud. Why not? And you can, sorry, there'll be a little avatar there. Maybe I'll just turn this off on my end over here. That was my, don't worry, that was just my speakers turning off. You'll see an avatar, just click on it. You can randomize it, but once we get into the app, you'll actually be able to change the features of your avatar. So I'm just gonna jump into Decentraland. But again, if this was your first time, it would allow you to actually sign in. It would take you to the website. You would sign in through the website through your Gmail account or any of the other accounts that you can. There's a few options. There's like, I think Discord is an option as well if you have an account with Discord. So I'm just gonna jump into Decentraland. There it is. Yay, he's happy. So again, you can create things in the marketplace. There's wearables, there's emotes, apparently. A lot of this I don't know myself. Marketplace credits, you can earn credits. This is apparently the map. We're gonna be doing a lot of exploration together. I've actually been really curious to dive into Decentraland and explore. So I'm glad that I'm able to do this. And this first video isn't going to be super long, by the way. It's going to be a short introductory video because, again, I do want to do more of this like live on Twitch. Okay, what do we have here? Weekly rewards. I don't know what this means. Okay, so, oh, well, this doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to have to rearrange this a little bit because clearly I need my keyboard. My lovely keyboard, by the way, which I'm using. This lovely mechanical rainbow keyboard. And we can make our way around. Okay, so again, I'm going to be looking to the left. Maybe I have to reconfigure my camera setup and my lighting. But for now, since how everything is right in front of me and I can't really see what's going on, I'm going to be looking over here at the screen to the left, which I feel a lot of Twitchers and streamers do. But yes, this is, again, I'm new to all of this, so I hope you do forgive me. And again, this is exploratory, and we're going to be exploring all this together. So here we are. This is the main area. If this is not my first time logging in, by the way. So if this isn't your first time logging in, you can. If this isn't your first time logging in, you'll start somewhere mildly different. But if you log right out and log back in, you'll end up right here in this place over here, which is, I guess, the main sort of square. I guess here we are. There's like other viewers. There's other people over here that you can view their profile. Oh, hi, Sheng Lao. I like all of this. You can see that they have different things here, different badges. Before we start talking to people, I'm just going to do a bit more exploration over here. So yeah, so let's see what we have here. We can turn around. So there's like events. So you can click on all of these events that are happening. Well, that's kind of fun. On Monday Voxboard, best rated. So I guess these are things you can do and experiences. Again, my understanding is that one of the big parts of Decentraland. Oh, by the way, and the way that I'm moving around is on my keyboard. I'm using the A, W, S, and D buttons, and the camera, I'm just turning it left and right. But if I want to move the mouse like manually, if I want to drag things, I right click as well. So if you're looking to reposition the camera, you can, and reposition your mouse, you can do that as well. All right, you know what? I think I'm just gonna dive in literally, because I'm not sure where I am exactly. But let's dive in here and see what all this is like here. Oh, and I can jump with the space button. Ooh, where am I going? All right, I'm somewhere. I'm somewhere. Where am I? Okay, I appear to be in the Genesis Plaza. So this is like the main, maybe the main sort of area, the main space. Oh, I can say hello to this individual. Hi, Aisha. Am I supposed to type? Oh my gosh, hi there. Sorry, Aisha, I don't mean to be mean, but I'm still exploring. So here we are, okay. You know what, let me see if I'm just gonna, can I pause? So actually, you know what, before I do pause, let me go in and show you. Let's view the profile. Oh, there's a wallet there. I don't know what that wallet is. Maybe it's a crypto wallet, but I don't know if I connected it to anything. Maybe it's an in-game one. So anyways, if you go to profile, you can see here that what is equipped in terms of your own, you know, you have photos, you have your badges, you have your overview. But if you, is it settings? Let's see. Yes, if you go into settings, you can go into, let's say, backpack. Okay, so if you go into your backpack, this is where you can reconfigure your own avatar. So you can add glasses, you can add a beard. Again, a big part of this game is creating and selling things, so there aren't a huge amount of options to create. Oh, I'm gonna put on a bustier. Can I add this? This wearable does not have a description set. No, let's see. Oh, you can equip. Okay, it's down over here. Equip. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fun? So you can go in and take some time to configure your avatar. Oh, little pride shirt. Oh, isn't that fun? Sure, why not? Let's go with this for now, I mean. It goes with the name, right? Gay Solo Travel. What do we have as pants? Let's see if they have, what do they have? Oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah, this kind of captures my personality. Let's see if they have earrings that are a bit more fabulous. What do we have here? Mask. Oh, here they are, their earrings. Stars. Actually, I kind of like the stars. The stars are fun. Yeah, why not? Beard, and then you can also change, you know, your eyes. I kind of like the eyes that I have now. What do we have here? Oh, that is not so good. So again, if you're it's kind of how I feel, tired. What eyes did I have? Equip. That's a bit too anime for me, but since that's actually kind of fun. These are pretty eyes. I think, were these the ones that I had before? I think these were it. And then maybe my facial hair. We can change the facial hair. Filters. Facial hair, base. Anyways, I'm happy with what I have here for now. Again, one thing that I did not consider while I was looking at all this was the setup. So I have my screen in front of me. How can I do this? Let me see if I can pause. And then I'm gonna I'm going to pause, or I'm going to stop recording for a second, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to switch my screens around so that I'm actually looking at the screen that I'm supposed to. Actually, you know what? I could just do this right now. A little behind the scenes magic. Maybe I'll edit this out before I do heavy lifting. I need my gay energy drink. And also, by the way, I do wear glasses, but I don't really wear them just because, which adds a layer of complexity, but because there's a lot of like reflection and I want you to see my eyes. But I'm going to put these on just for a second as I rearrange everything. Okay, I'm going to move this screen over here. Here. Where is it? There we go. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, this is how it should be. Maybe I should actually just keep it sideways like this. Maybe. Probably should have thought of this before. Oh well. Take these off now. Oh, much better. Much better. I mean, again, I know I'm looking to the side, but obviously if I have an apparatus in front of me blocking the screen, it doesn't really make much sense. Okay. Oh, and if you want to zoom in, you can use the middle button to zoom in and zoom out. So this is easier. All right. I think I'm okay right now. But again, if you'd like to, to disable the mouse from turning, if you want to access the features, here on the left, if you want to access the features here, just right click on the mouse and it'll remove everything. Hey, sorry, I was preparing coffee. Jello. I guess you can, there's a chat feature over here. Ooh. Hi, you here. I don't know if I just, who I'm talking to, if there are people in the vicinity, if there are people who just happen to be online right now. So this appears, okay, so this is the world. This is Decentraland, and this is, I guess, where you come from up above. I can't look any higher than that, or maybe I can if I, yes, I can, okay. So if you want to get like a full 360, you can scroll all the way in, and well, I'm gonna turn this down a bit, instead of looking upward, there we go. And you can, that's where I came from. There it is, Gay Solo Travel 655C. Do other people have that name? How dare they? How dare they? Okay. So this, I guess, is the main building. This is the main building. And, oh, welcome. Thanks. Artisan NFT. Yes, another big thing is the creation of NFTs, which I know went through a bit of a boom and bust during the COVID period between 2021 and 2022, where some NFTs were selling for millions and millions of dollars and are now worth pennies, is my understanding. But the concept of NFTs is very interesting, and the technology behind it I think is fascinating. To have like ownership on a blockchain over a piece of artwork or just anything, like as a form of copywriting, I think it's quite fascinating. Again, with every new, I guess, innovation, you're going to experience a bit of a boom and bust until, the industry. I mean, look at something like Amazon and the internet in the early 2000s, right? And the dot-com bubble. And look at where Amazon and, Apple and all of these companies are now. Okay, so here we are. We're exploring this world. Very colorful, very futuristic, clearly. I kind of like my avatar. He's kind of fierce. I like this. Very fun. Oh, there's a little front and back. You can see the little rainbow. Oh, there's a little, is it a heart? Oh, it is a heart. That's cute. Okay, so where do I want to go to this funky building over here. Oh, there's some signs over here, apparently. Okay. Let's go to the Trade Center. And you can jump again using the space button. Let's go to the Trade Center. Ooh, very stock market. Okay, E. Hi, I'm Charlie, a master trader. Would you like to learn about the Decentraland marketplace? Yes. This is the Metaverse Trade Center. Here you can see live stats from Decentraland Marketplace. There's a thriving economy behind Decentraland, and every day people buy and sell unique items. Items like land, parcels, wearable items, and reserved names. Oh, okay. Oh, do I have to copyright my name? So one of the things that you can do is actually buy land, and you can actually, I guess, from what I can tell, build housing. Maybe you can even like build like real estate and become a real estate tycoon. I mean, for many of us, we missed the real estate, the entrance point into the real estate market when it was reasonable. So maybe we can buy land and build our lovely houses or luxury condominiums here in Decentraland. As more trading happens on the platform, it grows and moves faster. You can explore this building to find real-time stats about what goes on in the marketplace. Do you want to know more about the marketplace, how the marketplace uses the blockchain? Let's just say yes. All sales, bids, and other operations are transactions on the blockchain. Like all transactions, they require a small gas fee that is paid to the network of miners. The marketplace charges a small fee over all transactions. This fee does not go into anyone's pocket. Instead, it gets burned. Remember to visit market.decentraland.org. Over there, you can buy and sell land, wearables, and unique items. Happy shopping. Okay, so I guess you don't buy things in here. You have to go to the website, to the marketplace, and that's where you buy your things. For those who aren't aware, and again, I'm by no means a crypto expert. I've done a little bit of research. And I purchased like a little bit of crypto, mostly as like an intellectual pursuit, just to kind of be invested in the market. So gas fees are like almost like banking fees. So when you perform a transaction, obviously there's a cost to that, and it's a fee that's created by individuals who mine, and people who mine are people who actually create the currency. It depends. It's a bit complicated, but like for Bitcoin, mining means to solve complex mathematical problems in order to create new cryptocurrency. That's called proof of concept or proof of work. I think it's proof of work, which is the more expensive one and the costly one that requires all the data centers. Proof of concept. Maybe it's another term. I have to look it up. There's another version that's actually created online through what's called staking. So people that own cryptocurrency put it into a combined network, and by staking it or by putting like a hold on it, almost like a GIC, it allows the network to create all these mathematical operations, and then you actually make a bit of money as a staking sort of like reward, they call it. It's similar, I guess, to money where like, you give money to a bank, the bank puts a hold on it in like, let's say a GIC, a guaranteed income certificate, and then gives you a certain percentage as interest. You make money as interest, and then the bank uses that money because it's locked in to give loans out to businesses, to individuals, largely for mortgages, and they charge obviously a higher interest, right? So I think it's a similar sort of system, just in a different way, using mathematical formula solving to create the crypto and to operate the blockchain. Okay, that's enough for now. Thanks, buddy. You know what? Let's do a little bit of exploring up over here. What's going on over here? Oh, we get a little bit of a panorama. Love a good view. Love a good view. Mythic. I guess it's just a sign. Oh, legendary. Is this... I don't know if this has any purpose. Maybe it's just the view or the direction. Like maybe it's pointing to like a neighborhood. That's mythic, legendary, rare, and epic. Great. And now I'm on the top floor. Okay, so in the distance over here, I see this big building. I think we'll go to it next. And then, of course, there's this park in the sky where you start off and you have to zoom down. That's the main entrance building. Here's more. So there's clearly a lot to explore, at least initially. I'm gonna go to the map for 1 second. Where am I? Notification. Okay, map. Okay, so this place is obviously pretty big because like this is like the main square. So what are we clicking on here? Genesis Plaza, that's where we came in from. Oh, you can teleport, so you can jump there. Okay. Sugar Club. Gift shop. So this appears We've moved. Okay, so this appears to be like the knowable world. Dragon Lagoon Live. Okay, so I'm here. So obviously there's quite a bit to explore. And you can empty place, Vegas City, Snowball Arena. Oh, this is fun. Okay. There's obviously a lot to explore. And again, this is really just meant to be like an exploratory intro video. I want to do more of this like live on Twitch. Okay, so we have favorites, art, crypto, social, game, shop, education, music, fashion, casino, sports, business. There's a lot going on here in the map. Backpack, I don't have anything except my super gay wear. Do I want to put on sunglasses? Oh, yes, honey. Look at that. Yeah, she ready for a night out on the town. Gallery, there are no photos. Use the camera. I'll figure that out later. Quality, I think I'm okay. The system should know, given that I got a warning beforehand about, oh, this is the master. Maybe I'll just turn it down to 50. Again, I don't know how this is going to turn out, so I'm really hoping. In-world music, maybe I'll turn this down to a 50. And I'll turn this to 75. I hope that all of this has been, hope this turns out okay, or else I'm going to have to re-record or try to figure out some sort of magic in post-editing. Can I jump off? Oh, I can. Woo! I'm on the tree now. Woo! I'm on the ground. I mean, you can't die, so that's good to know. Okay. What happened? Why is my mouse stuck over here? Something. What did I do? So for some reason, my mouse is stuck on. I don't know what happened, but my mouse is stuck on this screen over here. Stuck on the right screen, and it's not. Oh, that's right, because I moved my. Okay, I moved my screens around, and so the main screen is now to my left, and the left screen is to my right, and so I was trying to move the mouse to the left, to the left, to the left. I hope I don't get. It's only 2 words. It's fine. But I actually had to go to the right because, anyways, I figured it out. All that schooling that I did. The 12 years of university were not wasted on me. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. Okay. Where is that giant building? Can I run? Oh, yeah. So if you hold down shift, you can actually run. Run and jump. Run and jump. Run and jump. I wonder if you can develop games in here. I'm assuming you can. It'd be kind of cool. So this is interesting. Like, this fascinates me. Like, this is a whole separate world, and it seems like it's a metaverse. The idea behind all of this is that you do business, you live here, this little playground, you kind of live in the metaverse. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of people around. Maybe everybody's hanging up over the Sky Garden. What is this? This is airdrop.com. Maybe I can't actually access this. We'll see. Airdrops, I guess. I know airdrop is a term for cryptocurrency, so maybe when people do airdrops or crypto, this is where you come. Can I go in here? No. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Okay. So there's a big thing here. Can I make my way up this? Oh, I can. Okay. Let's go up the steps. Okay. And now I feel like I can't. Oh, okay, you know what? Let's go in there and see if I can. Nothing. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if this is what. Is this a let's play? Is this a tutorial? I mean, it's the blind leading the blind. Is this like a walk tube sort of thing? This is a thing that I learned. I used to call, well, I still call some of the super long walks that I do like torture walks. Because my friends think that I'm just torturing myself, but I love it. And here I am, just walking and exploring, seeing what's out there. All right, we're still making our way up. This is, what is this? Like a huge arena? This is a This is a really big building, but I don't seem to have access to it. And now I'm at the top. Okay, so there's like a theater. It's like an Odeon, very like Greek and like Roman inspired. What's happening here? Airdrop.com. Okay. Oh, actually, I can go up a little bit higher. So why don't we do that? Can I read this? Tallest point in Decentraland. Oh, look at what I discovered. And I realized maybe I have to be careful because as I move my mouse around, I think the screen is shaking because so maybe I have to find a different place for this. Okay. Tallest point in Decentraland, elevation 175 meters, February 2020. Metaverse, made by Metaverse Architects, airdrop.com. Okay. Well, look at that. So this is the highest point in all of Decentraland. I don't know where did the cloud go? You know, where we came from initially, where we started. I think you start every time there unless you own property, maybe. But yeah, oh, there it is. Oh, we're actually above the clouds. We're flying. I gotta stop singing. I can't afford to pay any sort of copyrights, and I don't want anything to be banned. Okay, look at that. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna jump off. I'm gonna jump off now. Ah! Well, I got a little bit of that vertigo. Boom. So clearly you can't die in this space. It's not World of Warcraft. It's not an online game. It's an online like interactive space. Lots of fun, interesting things. Clearly there's a lot more to explore here. And again, maybe it's time I upgrade some of my tech because, oh, is that a person? No. I might have to upgrade some of my tech because I'm noticing that the screen is stalling. But for now, it works all right. So yeah. Oh, who's this? Let me see if I can say hi to somebody. Hi there. Seen any promising new coins? It's full of them. All over the place. You just need to be at the right place at the right time. Oh, it's that guy. I'm Wen Moon, a future millionaire you'll see any minute now. Everyone gets a break except me, but it's a matter of time. For example, site about Ponzi coin. Have you heard of it? Bad press coin. Could be the next Bitcoin. Gotta go. Okay, so clearly, you know, again, the idea of Decentraland is that everything is decentralized, so there isn't control. I don't know, a character that's talking about like Ponzi coin, not great, given, you know, the unstable sort of like position of cryptocurrency in the grand scheme of things. Oh, here's the NFT hallway. Let's see what we have here. So maybe people who created things and they. Oh, I guess this is mine. I own no NFTs, but maybe later on I'll make a purchase. But, you know, one thing at a time. This is just exploratory. Yeah, again, be mindful, be careful. It is cryptocurrency, so it is unregulated. Be careful with what you show, be careful with what you share, be careful how you spend your money. You can buy this cryptocurrency on different exchanges. Again, you have to do your research when it comes to crypto in terms of like what's legal in your country. I live in Canada, so there are exchanges. Actually, Canada has some pretty good regulation around cryptocurrency, even when it comes to like taxation and all of that. Before BlackRock and American companies started their ETFs for cryptocurrencies, Canada had a few, I think was it Grayscale and Horizon had crypto ETFs that you could buy on the stock exchange like years before the US market, you know, allowed for it. And yeah, so I mean, you can, you know, find an exchange just like any sort of foreign currency place, except obviously this is all digital, and I guess look to see if you can buy Decentraland's cryptocurrency Mana. I own a little bit of it. Full disclosure, I did buy during the crypto peak. And so what I purchased is not worth what it was worth back then. But that's okay because, again, this is all exploratory and, you know, it's not even necessarily about making money. It's, you know, that's life, right? You spend money to explore, you spend money one way or another. So, but at least now it seems, and why did I buy Mana back in the day when I knew nothing about it or what Decentraland really was? Well, you know, everybody buys into the hype here and there. But again, I'm not by any means like a crypto expert, but I do own a bit of it because the exchange that I use offers that cryptocurrency. So maybe I can figure out how to link these two together using like a wallet, and then maybe I'll buy some NFT, maybe I'll create some NFT, maybe I'll buy some land. Who knows what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to stop here. This is a really nice view to sort of end this. So again, like, thank you for joining me on this exploratory journey. Again, Gay Solo Travel as a channel has become more of like an experimental art project, given that I'm doing like let's play, or at least let's explore like metaverses as a form of virtual tourism and virtual travel. A podcast, videos on all sorts of things, but it all kind of revolves around gayness and being gay. I mean, I don't know what was particularly gay about this except the outfit, but hey, sometimes being gay and wearing a gay outfit is it's enough. We'll see what this space has to offer. Like I said before, I want to explore more of this world through Twitch rather than like a recording that I post online. But I wanted to start this off because, again, I've been waiting to kind of dive into Decentraland, but I wanted to get a few things out there before I did, and I want to explore this space and this world with you. If you're new to the metaverse, I hope that you found this tutorial sort of helpful. Sometimes, metaverses and new things can be kind of daunting, and especially crypto it's a double-edged sword, right? Like, as you saw with that person that walked by, a lot of people are nervous and afraid to kind of dive into the metaverse. They're not sure what it is. They're not sure what cryptocurrency is. And so I want to learn live. I want to learn and buy maybe some land here, maybe explore what the NFT functions are here. I want to explore this metaverse and the way it operates as a form of tourism, as a form of social interactivity, as a business space, as an ecosystem with its own currency. I want to explore this sort of live with you, and hopefully you found this initial tutorial helpful. I found it quite interesting just for myself, kind of diving in. I'm really curious to see what this space has to explore. I think that's it for now. So thank you for joining me on this initial tutorial, on this initial exploration, and I look forward to seeing you again, this time live on Twitch. But again, I will record all of my live Twitches, and I will upload them to YouTube as well, so you can follow along. And yeah, feel free to follow me on Twitch as well if you're interested in exploring live. If I notice that things catch on, maybe I'll do like a weekly or bi-weekly sort of stream. But again, as is the case with life, and as life imitates art and my channel, it's all a little exploratory, a little bit of a place to play. So I'm not sure what direction that's going to go in, but follow, like, subscribe, and we'll see where we end up together. Until next time, safe travels. Bye.